Welcome to Jezedefi. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of West Africa to uncover the fascinating story of the Soninké people of Mali, a tribe whose history is woven into the very fabric of one of Africa's greatest empires. We'll explore their origins, Mali's golden age under Mansa Musa, and what the future holds for this resilient nation. Before we begin, please click the like button. It helps me to keep creating this great content. Deep in West Africa, where the desert meets the grasslands, is a land full of history and stories. This is Mali, a country that was once incredibly rich and powerful. For many years, the Soninké people have lived here. They are known for their strength, wisdom, and deep connection to the land. The Soninké once ruled a huge empire across the Sahel region. Their story is all about kingdoms rising and falling, gold and salt traveling along old trade routes, and the power of stories passed down through time. To understand the Soninké is to discover a treasure of African history and culture. Nestled on the banks of the Niger River, Bamako is Mali's capital. It is the country's largest city, with a population surpassing 4 million plus people as of 2025. Its name comes from the Bambara language meaning crocodile river, a nod to the city's deep connection with the river that has sustained life here. Bamako's story stretches back thousands of years. Evidence shows the area was inhabited since the Paleolithic era, with early communities thriving thanks to the fertile river valley. Bamako also thrived due to the bustling trade routes that linked West Africa to the Mediterranean as early as the 600 BCE. According to both archaeological evidence and oral traditions, the Soninké were the founders and rulers of the Ghana Empire, also known as Ouagadougou, which flourished from around the 6th to the 12th centuries CE. Findings at sites like Dar Tichit and Kumbi Saleh suggest that the ancestors of the Soninké developed complex agro-pastoral societies in the western Niger River basin as early as 1300 BCE. These early societies built stone settlements and engaged in long-distance trade, which laid the groundwork for the rise of powerful states. Their language is spoken across many countries, connecting them to people in Senegal, Mauritania, Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau. This shows how important they were in history and how far their culture reached. But maybe the most interesting thing about the Soninké is their exciting oral history passed down through many generations. These stories, full of kings and queens, big battles, and mystical creatures, are more than just stories. They help us understand how the Soninké see the world and their place in African history. One story tells of Igo Kase Dinka, a mysterious person from long ago. He is said to have come from the east, a stranger with amazing abilities who arrived in a land ruled by a powerful sorceress. This sorceress, the story says, controlled the Soninké people, demanding gifts and making them afraid. Igo, a clever strategist and warrior, challenged the sorceress. He knew her power came from a sacred bird, a spirit that protected her. Igo, using his own wisdom and bravery, outsmarted the sorceress, defeating the bird and freeing the Soninké. This victory, remembered by all Soninké, marked the beginning of the kingdom of Ouagadougou, one of the first kingdoms in West Africa. Ouagadougou, ruled by Igo's family, became successful. It became a center for trade, connecting the gold mines in the south to the salt in the Sahara Desert. This old kingdom, though mysterious because there aren't many written records, is thought to have helped the Ghana Empire grow. Ghana, a powerful and rich kingdom that started in the 8th century, took Ouagadougou's place as a major player in trade across the Sahara. The Soninké, knowing the trade routes and skilled as blacksmiths and craftspeople, helped Ghana succeed. As the Ghana Empire became weaker in the 13th century, a new power grew. This new power was the Great Mali Empire. The Mali Empire, starting as the small Mandinka kingdom of Kangaba, would become bigger and stronger than Ghana. Leading this change was a famous warrior king Sundiata Keita. Sundiata, known as the Lion King, united the Mandinka kingdoms and fought against the Soso king Sumanguru Kante at the Battle of Kirina in 1235. This victory started the Mali Empire and a golden age for the region. Under Sundiata and the kings after him, the Mali Empire grew quickly. It included large areas, including important trading cities like Djenné and Timbuktu. The empire became very wealthy, controlling the trade routes across the Sahara. Gold, salt, kola nuts, enslaved people, and other valuable things moved through its markets, bringing in traders and scholars from far away, even Europe and the Middle East. The Mali Empire became its most powerful under Mansa Musa, one of history's most famous rulers. Becoming king in 1312, Mansa Musa, meaning King of Kings, ruled a large and rich empire. His rule, lasting over 20 years, was a time of peace and great art, culture, and Islamic learning. Mansa Musa is most famous for his journey to Mecca in 1324. This trip, with over 60,000 people, soldiers, advisors, scholars, and enslaved people, showed the world how rich and powerful the Mali Empire was. Carrying lots of gold, Mansa Musa's group crossed the Sahara, amazing everyone they met. His generosity, especially giving away gold in Cairo, caused a stir and even made prices go up in the Egyptian city. This famous journey not only showed Mansa Musa was a good Muslim ruler, but also made the Mali Empire known around the world. After returning from Mecca, Mansa Musa built beautiful mosques, libraries, and universities, bringing in famous scholars and architects from across the Islamic world to Timbuktu. Timbuktu became a center of learning under his rule. In 1883, when the French established a military post, recognizing Bamako's strategic importance, by 1908 it became the capital of French Sudan, and after Mali's independence in 1960, Bamako was declared the capital of the new nation. Since then, it's transformed into a sprawling urban landscape, a place where tradition meets modernity. Today, Bamako is Mali's political, economic, and cultural powerhouse. The Presidential Palace, National Assembly, and most government ministries are based here, making it the epicenter of national decision-making. The city's bustling markets, like the Grand Marché and Marché de Medina, overflow with local produce, textiles, and crafts, while the National Museum of Mali and the Grand Mosque offer glimpses into the country's rich heritage. Today, Mali has its problems. But you can still see signs of its golden age in the old ruins, traditions, and the spirit of its people returning for a new dawn. The descendants of the Soninké, along with other groups like the Mandinka, Bambara, and Fulani, continue to create a rich mix of culture. Gold is still important to Mali. It's one of the biggest gold producers in Africa. The current president, Assimi Goïta, is leading Mali to a better tomorrow and taking inspiration from his ancestors. If you enjoy this content, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. It helps me to keep creating great content.